Y'all, I'm playing in the leaves today, and I've got put my foot on this thing, on the ground. Somebody told me, and I took my shoes off. See, I got them laid over here to the side. Somebody told me that if you put your feet on the ground and just let them sit there for about 30 minutes or so, Lord, there's a sweet gum ball. I hope I didn't step on that. That the energy from the ground would come up and help your body. Is that so, y'all? Is that really so? Do any of y'all do this grounding technique? I don't know if you do or not, but here I am doing it. What I did is I decided I was going to eat my chicken salad outside, so I brought it out here. It's got green apples in it, and celery and chicken breast. And I came out here to eat it, and I thought, well, I'm going to get me some vitamin D from the sun, and I'm going to put my feet on the ground, let them do the grounding thing. Hey, I don't know if any of this stuff is so. You can't believe everything you read. You can't believe everything you hear. Or see, actually. Sometimes we think we see something, but it really isn't that. So, I don't know, y'all. I don't even know. But I'm out here with my feet on this. Now, my girlfriend, Carol, she and her husband bought one of these things. It's electric. She plugs it in to an outlet, and you're supposed to get the same benefit as you do putting your feet on the ground like I'm doing. I forgot what she called that thing, but anyway, she and Bill are doing that. But you know, as kids, we played in the yard barefooted all the time. As a matter of fact, as soon as school was out, you could feel that everybody taking their shoes off and walking in that cool grass. It felt so good, and doing cartwheels and all that kind of stuff. We did all that when we were children, and what fun it was, y'all. We played hopscotch, and we played jump rope. Could y'all do double jump rope? I could do that, where you take two ropes and throw them around at the same time. And I played that, and I played Mother May I, and I played red light. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, red light. And I played jacks, and every Christmas I got a pair of skates. And I'd wear them out, and Santa'd have to bring me a new pair, because we skated in my neighborhood, and we did all kinds of fun stuff, ride our bikes. And did y'all ever you'd get playing cards, and you would put them on a bicycle, the tire, the wheel, the spokes, and you clip them on with clothespins all on your bicycle spokes. And when you rode your bicycle, it sounded like a motorcycle. It would make all this noise. And all the kids in the neighborhood did it. We all did it. We just had the best time. And we play hide-and-go-seek at night. I don't know how in the world we didn't get snake bitten, hide behind all those shrubberies in the neighborhood. And then people in our neighborhood, it was boys and girls, and we just have the best time. And seems like we all had one of those rubber blow-up swimming pools, plastic. We'd get out there and sit in there and eat mayonnaise crackers in the pool while we were sitting there. It was so much fun. Here I am sitting with my feet on the ground, zuckling them around in the leaves and doing all kinds of stuff with them, hoping I'm getting some of that energy that the ground's putting out. You know that the earth has magnetic fields. That's how a compass works, y'all. It doesn't just happen to know where north is. It's drawn to it. So one time when I was teaching school, I bought everybody in the class a compass. They weren't expensive. They were little bitty ones. But it worked. So everybody in the class stood up. These are 7th graders now. And I said, okay. They were saying it's perfectly straight. They had their little compass in their hand like this. And I'd say, turn north. Go north. And they just do like this and try to figure it out. And after a while, they got so good at it that they could go southwest or southeast or northwest or northeast or south or west or whatever. They knew how to do it. And that was the goal, is for them to be able to actually read a compass. And they did great. But that day that I told them they were going to have to learn the periodic table, that blew their mind. I said, y'all going to have to learn all those symbols. You got to learn them. They said, oh, we can't do it. I said, yes, you can. You can do it. You can do it. I said, y'all are going to figure out how to remember all those symbols on the periodic table. So we were sitting there, and I said, what's the symbol for iron? And they looked up there on the chart. They said it's Fe. I said, that's right. It's Fe. Iron is Fe. I said, how can we remember that? How can we remember it and never forget it? So they sat there. I bet they sat there 10 minutes. Everybody was trying to figure out how they could remember that Fe meant iron. One sweet little boy raised his hand and he said, well, you got those fences that surround graveyards and they're made out of iron, and it's a fence. So if you remember iron fence, you can remember Fe. I said, exactly right, son, you got it. So what we did is I got up to the board and we, each symbol that came up, they had to think of some way that they could relate something to that symbol so they could remember it. Just like the Fe for iron fence. Kids can do it, y'all. They've just got to be motivated, and they've got to be challenged. They can't sit in the classroom and not be challenged. They need to be challenged. But they can get it if you just give them half a chance. Well, I'm going to sit out here and just soak up a little bit more vitamin D, and I'm going to keep my foot right here on the ground, and I think I've eaten enough of chicken salad. Then I'm going to go inside. But isn't it a beautiful day? Let me just show you. It is full of leaves, but to me they're beautiful. They're beautiful. I've got a big burn pile out there. Y'all see it in the distance way out there. My camera looks kind of fuzzy. Now I wiped it off. I guess it had bacon grease on it. Okay, anyway. So there is my burn pile, which I can't burn right now because it's too dry. It's too dangerous. And you can see all the leaves that have fallen. They're all over my yard, all over there on my patio. I mean, it's just coated with leaves and nuts and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to have a good day. I'm sitting out here on my picnic table and soaking up some peace and quiet and some just talking to the Lord. He's blessed me so much. He's blessed me so much, and we can't ever thank him enough for it. We cannot. It's impossible. Y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.